Okay, hello guys. We should be on live from the trading room. So hi everyone. As you may see, it's not the main setup. We took the camera for the webinar and the announcement that we will make in the next 3 hours. So today I don't know, maybe we're gonna try to make some scalp together at the opening probably of the US market. And yeah, let's wait a few more minutes that other people join the session, and then we're gonna start. Hi RM, good morning. Hi everyone. Let me know if the sound is good. As usual, give me some feedbacks on the chat, guys, and then we're gonna start and go straight forward into MT5. I'm still holding the euro dollar position for the people that were with me Monday, but also last week. I'm still holding this. I think I managed the trade is until today quite well. Had partial entry, partial position. I want to hold it to a new high actually, so I will explain it in the next few minutes as well. But yeah, we're gonna try also to make some scalp as usual on the indices. I know that there might be some opportunity on the Nasdaq today as well, as the market crashed down last Friday because of the Jackson Hole. So yeah, let's dig into the market. Okay, perfect. So we got some feedbacks already. Perfect. Good afternoon from South Africa. Sound is good. Hi Etienne. Hi Bob. Perfect. Okay, thank you for the feedback. It's a small reminder. I don't know if you know, guys, but we have today in the next 3 hours. So in 3 hours, clearly we're gonna have an announcement about stock trading. You might be receiving an email or maybe on our social media that it's gonna be a new brand, but all the details and all the explanation of what it will be this evening. So guys, register for that. Be ready today. Come ask your questions. And I hope it's gonna interesting a lot of traders that want to move into stock market, but they don't know how to do that. Stock market generally, you need to have buying power. You need to have nice broker to have. So I think we have the solution, and guys, be ready for this evening. So yeah, nice announcement. We are very exciting here. Okay, let's move into MT5. Okay, again, I'm still holding this from already 1 week, even a bit more than that. Again, I entry partially, starting here and then hiding in. This was during the Jackson Hole. We make a new high, and then the market retrace everything. Today we found here again a new market structure that's starting to create. We didn't break below, we break this support here, but the market bounced at this demand a few hours ago. So I'm quite good in the position already. I want to hold it at least to make a new high. Okay, I want the market to make a new high above that one. I want to exit at least the market when the market will reach that here. Okay, this here is the bottom of the last market structure in the H4 time zone, not time zone, time scale or time frame, depends how you call that. But in the H4 time frame, we have this market structure. Okay, the market breakdown. And here I believe it might be an opportunity to hold this until this 1.01. I will be exit some of the position and remove my stop loss to break even. That's how I will managing the trades here. Again, high chance that we reach the middle again of the consolidation zone, but I don't want to be over greedy. I think my entry here are quite nice, and you see also Bollinger Band starting to be flat. And then the moving average starting to go into the uptrend here. So we need to hold, I think, this support here, and we are good to go to make a new high. Regarding the pound, guys, it's very weak. The pound dollar is very weak. We make a lower low today, so a new low in the pound dollar. We see that probably today. Yeah, so we see already that here market structure has, you know, a very bearish trend. We have this market structure here. We have the second one here, but we make already lower low. So the euro, you know, it's starting to be a little bit stronger. And if we see, for example, the euro yen, that was also interesting to find. The yen actually is very weak, and the euro is also weak against the dollar. So when you go to the euro yen, you can at least understand where stands the euro. And here we find on the H4 that, again, we had this market structure for a long time. We break it out. Earlier we make a retest, especially at the breakout on the H1. So this is this double bottom here. We will see what's happening today. But again, in the euro dollar, I'm still holding the position. My stop loss, you see, is very, very close. I don't want to be over risking already. But again, euro dollar very close to the parity, which is 1. And we should hold this, in my opinion. Regarding the Nasdaq, we already explained what I think. I think it was Monday. The market opened with the gap Monday. I had some scalp at that spot here last Monday. You see, I sell the closure of the gap, take some break-even profit or whatever. I don't remember so far what I did here. Then the market pushed a little bit and then go straight on away. Here, what we can expect on the Nasdaq, there is, I think, 2 main setup that we can have. The first setup is already actually happens earlier today. This was the key zone after the market opened with the gap. Support, we break out, we make the retest one time on the Monday morning session, and again we try to have a retest here. Actually, the market will open in the next 20 minutes. So opening a sell here on a scalp might be dangerous, okay? You know that when you have the market opening in US, there will be high volatility. So even this is here a key zone to sell when there is low volatility. When the market will open, we're going to have bounce either to the upside, either to the downside, and it will be, let's say, more difficult to manage this type of trades. Okay, so the first opportunity came this morning. We are still in this key zone. Again, I don't want to sell it because we are 20 minutes from the opening. So I will try again to find any spot after the market opens. Yeah, the euro is pushing. We go back again to the mean. If you guys were with me last week, I explained how I view the market most likely, and I like to find reversion to the mean. Okay, here when we have this type of structure, okay, you know that the mean is at the middle. Okay, so it's definitely here. So in the middle, you don't want to open a buy or open a sell. You want especially buy at the extreme zone, which is which we expect the price to go back to the mean. In option trading is quite the same, and I bring this theory also in Forex market, and I think we can also bring that in any other market. Okay, when you have a huge volatility movement in one side, you can expect the market to slow down. It was quite the same here. Okay, the market ups and down. This is the mean. When the market goes far from the mean, we go back. So of course it will not work all the time in Forex market, because it can break out this structure. In options, for example, this is more, let's say this is less common to happen because volatility of an asset cannot go to zero, for example. Of course, this is more complex. I was an option trader, so I know how options works, but in Forex, this is quite difficult to bring this theory, but I'm still using it for consolidation time and when you can, when you don't have a lot of news in Forex market, most of the time there will be a cycle and the market will go up and down and you can win with that. Something interesting I also find in YouTube last week, I don't know, I see an interview from Desire to Trade, that trader that scalp already, and he explained that a trader will be more profitable when you trade in a consolidation zone than a trend. Okay, and I definitely agree with him. In my opinion and how I view the market, I will be highly profitable when I find this type of structure, which is consolidation zone than a trend. So I join his opinion by that. Guys on the chat, if you have any questions, let me know. You can also have some, questions about the webinar that we will make in the next 3 hours. I will not deliver you some big details, but maybe some hint or some secret. I don't know. But I think some people already have the nice, already have a nice opinion about what we're gonna do. So that's nice. Again, gold continued to slip down. Maybe we can find a trade on the Aussie. What do you think about pound New Zealand for the long term? Hi, Khalifa. I will just dig into the chart. This is data. I need to load the data. Any updates regarding freestyle funding today? It will not be regarding the freestyle. So no, we got some questions already regarding the freestyle, but this is not related to freestyle at all. This is related to stocks trading. As you know, in the 5ers, we are not offering stock trading yet. And I believe there is a huge demand. There is a huge demand for stocks trading. And I think we come with a nice solution and a nice idea for traders. So yeah, be ready tonight. Long term in the pound New Zealand, look, I'm actually in the weekly chart. It's quite, again, the same scenario of the reversion to the mean. Actually, okay, there is very few pips to win from that. Okay, the top here is 1,500 pips in the weekly chart. Generally, it's a bit more than we expect. What is good is that the mean is at the middle. I believe it's gonna be here. Here we are very close from the bottom. Okay, this is a very long-term scenario. Okay, I'm on the weekly chart. The monthly chart is there, but on the weekly chart, this is, I think, a nice setup. If you want already to build your position, this might be already a nice buy to make here. But again, you need to create your position. Okay, so you need to, I don't know, make a buy limit here, make a buy limit here, and buy today. Okay, and you need to be very patient for this type of setup. Okay, you see the market is consolidate. The pound is very weak, but I believe that the pound will be stronger in the next few years and few months also. So, you need to catch the price, and if you want to be in, start to buy today. Okay, and I think we saw already in For example, in the M 30 minutes, we are in the support, for example, that might be, actually the pound dollar is very weak. Pound is very weak today against the dollar, so against the New Zealand also. But yeah, I think the first buy would be the red line that I put here. The second line would be the second buy limit. So that's why I see the long-term scenario on the pound New Zealand. You have an interesting risk reward here if you catch the bottom. Hi Hivo, will there be a free trial on stocks? What will be the entry fee? That's a good question. I'm not sure I will be able to answer right now. So be here in the next 3 hours. But that's a nice question. What will be the entry fee? Maybe if I can give you a hint, there will be for let's say hold the type of fee. It can be from it will be something cheap for the smallest program, and it can be something a little bit expensive for people that know already to trade stocks and want to be part of this let's say to take part in this chance that we're gonna bring. So yeah. You guys are working on upcoming stock trading project from last 12 months, so I expect it to be a game changer in prop trading. Really excited for this. Yeah, Ritik. Again, we like to change and all the time change the rules in the prop trading industry, and I believe that that stock trading and how the fact that stock trading is interesting, but the way that we will be offering this to traders is even more exciting, you know. So and even you don't know how to trade stocks, there will be for you an opportunity to know how to trade stocks and to enter this world, which is I didn't trade stocks myself, but Michael that he's here also built starting to work on the project still 1 year, you know, give me the let's say the pleasure to want to know what's behind stocks, and very interesting world. You know, Forex is quite repetitive, quite cycle, euro dollar and the pound and the CAD and, you know, dollar index, and then you go to stocks, you have plenty of opportunities and a lot of things to learn. So I hope this is gonna you know, bring some Forex traders into stocks. Maybe you can do both as well. So I invite you to be here again tonight. So yeah. Why is the US data today bad but dollar index still stays bullish? Shane, that's a good question. Okay, let's move back to the market a little bit. Generally, there is no direct link between what the result of news and what the market is doing. Okay, I will maybe show you an example. Let me open a notepad. Okay, is this big enough? Yeah, I think is this big enough. Okay, maybe format font a little bit. Okay, I don't know. Let's say that the let me find okay, I will give you an example on oil. Okay, on reserves on oil, and explain what the link in news as well. I traded oil, so it will be more easier for me to explain that. Let's say each week on oil, you know, and WTI, we have the inventory. Okay, how much oil in US we have, and there is a prevision and there is the actual number. So let's say the prevision is -5 million. Okay, so this is actually the prevision. Okay, so all the economists will say, okay, we expect a loss of 5 million barrels in the oil. So by having that, when you have less barrel, the price should go up, okay, because the law of supply and demand. Okay, so you expect the price to go up because you have less barrel because of the minus 5 million. Actually, the numbers come out, and what is the number? The number is minus, I will go like extreme to explain you, okay? Minus 20 million, okay? So there is a big gap, okay? There is like huge gap. We don't have oil in US, so you expect the price to go up, okay? As well. But what the price is doing, the price is going down. Why? Price is going down here. Why? Because the market, there might be two reasons. Maybe because the market already priced it. And secondly, because investors and traders expect the active numbers to be more than minus 20 million, and they expect minus 25. So the fact that it's minus 20 million might be good for the market. Okay, so that's why there is no connection at all between what is the news and what are the numbers and what the market is doing. And it can take a lot of time to understand that, but don't say, okay, there is huge, the dollar might be strong because the actual news that we have is good for the dollar. Maybe not, okay? Maybe the market already priced it. Maybe the investors already predict that. So that's my explanation. I hope it's clear, but don't trade news. You know, try to react. Don't trade news. This is one of my also key trading rule, for example. Will you guys create some course to teach stock trading and explain the stock market? Yeah, definitely, and that's also why the product we're gonna share tonight will be interesting, because any traders that don't know stock at all can give a chance to go into this market. So I think that's a good question, and definitely there will be some course to teach you. What about the great news from the 5ers for today? We already talked a lot about it today, but stock trading, we're gonna talk more about that in the next 3 hours, so be ready on the webinar. Pound dollar divergence in MACD. We have also a divergence on stochastics. I'm using stochastics, for example. I'm most likely don't trade divergence, but yeah, we have like a small divergence here. Okay, so stochastics is here bumping, but the market maker lower low. So yeah, that's a nice point, Scarlett. Thank you for bringing that. But talking about divergence, there is a huge divergence in euro and in the pound, in weekly, on daily or daily chart. I think if I go back to the euro dollar, and that's also one reason why I'm starting to open long position in here. I just want to maybe open a new chart, maybe to show you the to show you what I think. Yeah, maybe this is not here. It might be on the daily chart, for example. Starting a bit divergence here, and we already make a new low from here to here. Okay, so divergence started to come already in the euro dollar, and we already had a divergence also here. No, this is not a divergence because we make a low, it was flat. Yeah, this is only the shape, but again, there is quite divergence in the euro, in the pound. I'm not using divergence like I explained. It's interesting me to find whether there is one or not. But what I look generally is how the market is volatile and how I can expect a return to the mean. Okay, and here the market, was in a big zone, breaked out. Again, I don't know how much we can go far, but most of the time when you have a huge movement like that, example here on the euro dollar, you will have a rejection at some point. And macroeconomically speaking, I don't see the euro dollar coming back to 0.88. I don't know if you guys believe that, but I think the ECB will come and say again, okay, we're gonna also hike interest rate, and they're already starting to do that. Not strong as did the US. But again, maybe I'm biased, but I'm still long on euro dollar and pound. I would be careful buying euro dollar because euro is weak and there is no recovery for now. They are in energy crisis, I agree, and interest rate hikes are not helping. US dollar is doing well. Definitely agree with you, but again, in the euro dollar, I think the main sport for me to do here is not to sell because the market is already on the oversold. Okay, the market went down straight from December 2020 until today. The euro dollar went down minus 18%. Okay, in my opinion, and my main strategy and how I view the market is a reversion to the mean. Okay, I expect the market, when you have a huge volatility movement, to at least get back, I don't know, to the average. Okay, here we are very far away from the average. You see Bollinger Bands are very far from the average. We are at the 20 standard deviation, even below that. So I expect at least the market to give a bounce, I don't know, 200, 300, 500 pips up. And then the market will continue what you want to do, okay? Maybe we'll do a retest and then going back. But making a sell here will not maximize my risk reward. And I can agree, there are a lot of people or traders that will be selling here, but I'm not in this type of traders. Again, everyone has his own analysis and how I view the market is different, and I know that. So thank you for bringing this high GI. That's a nice point. Not everyone will be comfortable by buying euro dollar right now. The euro is very weak, and I agree with you. It's the same with the dollar yen. It will be the same thing. Okay, you see the dollar yen, you will say, okay, the dollar is very strong, the yen is very weak. But again, I cannot sell here, for example. I cannot sell here when the market on the daily chart actually is starting to play around the high. We can have a breakout. I think we might have a breakout here. But when the market is so much overextended that making a buy here in a swing position, of course I'm not talking about a one-day position. Of course, in 1 hour or daily trades, you will find some support here and you will buy. That's fine. But I'm talking for long term and positioning. So if we are talking from 6 months, 6 months from now, 1 year from now, so of course I expect the dollar yen to go back a little bit. I don't know how Japan can be sustainable with a weak yen. And here on the monthly chart, the market is actually again, we test this, we break out, we are actually testing this huge supply from 1998. So yeah. Yes, euro dollar is bearish. I agree with you, and you don't know when the market will retrace. And I think technically and maybe fundamentally it can be good to retrace, but also because we might return to the mean as soon as possible. where is my take profit in euro dollar? My take profit will be this red line here, which is the bottom of the past consolidation zone. My stop loss is very tight. You see, guys, I opened the market. My stop loss was not tight as here. My stop loss was a bit below that. You know, maybe 30 pips below where I put my stop loss. The market make one test, second test. When the market push here at the Jackson Hole, I put back my stop loss closer. Okay, I don't want to take over risk here. So here my risk reward is quite high. If I don't have a mistake, I think my average price will be around. Let me get rid of all the line first of all. Yeah, I think my average might be here. This might be my average. So my stop loss is around, yeah, let's say 50 pips. So I have a 50 pips stop loss for 170 pips take profit. So it's more than 1 to 3 risk reward. So I'm fine. I'm totally fine. And of course, I need to check what's happening here, but I might be not closing everything. Okay, I might be closing half of the position, maybe 70%. I know that the euro dollar is bearish, so if the euro is pushing, I want to take the profit quickly. You was looking at pound New Zealand. Can you look at forward chart from high and fib it look like now? Yeah, we can go back to the pound New Zealand. So you look Fibo from here, you mean? I think this is or the 61 or the 50. I think my Fibonacci is inverted. 50, 61 probably, 61 Fibo level. I don't know. But yeah, this is a nice zone here also. Nice risk reward here if you want to make a buy. Like I explained earlier, on the weekly chart, huge zone. How to make a buy. Depends how much time you want to hold it. Do I trade gold? Yes, but actually not. I like to trade gold, but I think I already made mistakes in gold. I was bullish for a long time because of several macro environment analysis, and again, we are in a huge inflation and gold is crashing down, you guys. So I don't know. I think the main opportunity was 1 month ago already. Okay, so this was here a nice bounce, but again, like, it looks like the market is very weak and want to make another retest. If we see the stock market pushing up, okay, I don't know. We'll see what's happening. The Nasdaq already open. We'll see what's happening there. Okay, the market opened down already. I might be doing some scalp. If the market continues to push down, I might be doing some scalp here. How is my take on the US oil? That's a nice question. Again, there is a lot of talk and speaking about that oil we're gonna reach again $100 per barrel or even more, even 120. I already think that 1 year ago that we are in a big bull commodity market. But again, I don't know if it's sustainable to be more than $100 per barrel in oil. Let me just focus on the opening here on the Nasdaq. Might be interesting to make any movement. I will be opening my first buy here. The market will probably going to push even more, maybe to that pace, and I will reinforce my position. Most likely, I expect the market to go back again, at least to the mean, which here in down the M5 would be around here. But we will see if the market will push enough to make my second entry here. If not, I'm fine. Yeah, what is good again? The euro is, if the euro is pushing, the stock market will push as well because of the dollar. I already explained this correlation already. This pair is the Nasdaq. It's not a pair. It's the US indices Nasdaq. Again, guys, all a reminder I have to you to do that. All trading room, but all the trades and analysis I'm going to take on this trading room and also in the next trading room is only for an educational purposes. I have my own strategy. I have my own view on the market. I know how to take losses. I have my risk management. So be careful. You know, trading is risky at some point. So I hope you guys have a strong risk management behind all the trade you might take. Have the 5ers, but also in your personal account. Yeah, I speak French. I'm French. I think you already heard my accent. So yeah, I'm French. Je parle français, absolument. I'm Brazilian. Awesome. I think we have a lot of nationality here on the chat. Either from Europe, from Asia, Africa, probably America as well, South America. That's good. Is the market we're gonna push a little bit more, going back to the average? Let's see. It's pushing here, probably the euro dollar as well. Close of the TP, guys. We're not so far. yeah, the market have to push a little bit more. I'm very close of my TP already. In the push, not so far. I will train my stop as well. With my stop loss to break even, we are go straight to the TP. First scalp today, successful in the Nasdaq, guys. Let me answer the questions. No stop loss, Paul. You know, my stop loss is well, just below this box. Here was my first partial entry, so I enter here in the market. I was ready to put my second entry here, and my stop loss would be just below. But you see, my stop loss, when the market starting to push, already put my stop loss to break even for that. Yeah, of course there is a French at the 5ers. I'm originally from France, definitely. Italy, Manchester, UK, Mexico, Texas, USA. I'm from Hearst. I hope so. Maybe we have some questions. Do you place your trade in 1 minute time frame? Depends what type of strategy. You know, in the euro dollar is a swing trade. I enter on a H1 and H4 basis here on the Nasdaq, and especially at the opening. I like to make some scalp. This is something I'm still testing and practicing. But it seems the market, you know, and I still have my theory of the market will go back to the mean at some point. So I like to find the retracing, which, let's say, the moment when the market will retrace in the lower time frame. And here on the M1, yeah, the market already pushed down very far away. I see that stochastic is below 20, so this is my first signal in myself. The second is that we are far from the average. The market touched down to the bottom of the Bollinger Band, and if I see on the M5, it's quite the same. The market here, you see, push below the Bollinger Band, so I expect the market to go back to the mean. I exit the market here. Let me see when I open the trade. Yeah, it's quite here. The execution is not the best again. You might be opening here, for example. But yeah, I think this was quite a nice trade here, a nice scalp on the Nasdaq already. Are you a good cook? What do you mean by cook? Cooking? Let's say making pasta and pizza? If yes, I'm trying to do. Maybe you say that because I'm French. Yeah, French have very nice food, guys. Definitely. Zimbabwe, Mutare. Awesome. Chile. Yeah, we got some traders from all over the world, guys. Okay, we reached the end of the session, guys. I will try to answer last more questions, and then we gonna. I need to prepare some stuff for this evening. In the next 2 hours and 15 minutes, we have a big announcement in the 5ers, but from the next brand that will be talking and trading stocks. So guys, be ready. And just before I end this session, I will answer some questions on the chat. So yeah, in an open trade, can I move target or stop loss to suit volatility? Yeah, but it's quite yeah, but it's quite difficult. In M1, you see it's very difficult to move the TP and stop loss because your mind will go against you. Okay, so try to have a plan before you do anything like that. If you have like an H4 time frame trade, that's fine to remove the stop loss and managing this. For this type of example in the Nasdaq, you don't want to be, you know, on M1 you see each moment. Look, actually the market pushing. If you were open a sell here, don't remove the stop loss. Try to focus to your plan. So yeah, but Nasdaq is quite pushing here. Interesting. Are you BB set to 2 or 3 standard deviation? My Bollinger Bands I set to 2, but I think it might be interesting to set it at 3. according to my strategy. I will try this. I will try this, Martina. But here it's definitely 2 standard deviation. What indicator do you have at the bottom? Stochastics and not RSI. But generally, stochastics and RSI works the same. It's not the same because it's moving average stochastics. But definitely when on the M1, for example, we go below 20 here and starting to cross, RSI might be telling us that we are in an oversold position. Most likely, this stochastics and RSI works the same. From now on, Ruben, no more trading room cooking class, please. We'll try. I'm not the best cooker, believe me. I'm not the best. Hannah, I hope you're well, and I hope you will be there also today at the webinar. Nice to see you here in my trading room. Okay, guys, thank you for being in the session with me. I appreciate, as usual, sharing my experience on the market and trading in front of you and taking some advice and opportunity that you found on the chat and moving into the market. That's always a pleasure with me sharing that with you. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. Again, I repeat, very exciting. In the next 2 hours and 15 minutes, we have a big announcement in the 5ers beyond the webinar, and there might be very exciting, guys. See you soon, and for the next trading room, we're gonna meet each other next Monday for, as usual, the weekly forecast. Guys, see you and goodbye. Will you share what is your trading strategy one day? You already know what is my strategy. Bollinger Bands, stochastics. I'm doing that a lot of times, so I know how to do that, but that's the main. Bye, guys. Thank you very much.